Welcome to another Howls and Growls post-game breakdown. Today we're going to talk about Minnesota's defense in their win over the New York Knicks. Now I feel like a broken record at the moment because almost every night I'm breaking down what is the best defense in the league right now, but Minnesota keep winning and their defense continues to be the biggest reason why they're doing so. Instead of going from a bird's eye view, we're going to zoom all the way in on this one and look at the third quarter where Minnesota broke this game open. And we're going to look at the way they navigated screens, because really it was a masterclass in that area. Right away, Anthony Edwards is setting the tone for his team. Minnesota are not going to let New York just ease their way into these handoff actions. He gets through this at high speed and breaks up the first possession of the half. We get to the real stuff a few possessions later, and you see that Edwards does kind of get hung up on this one, but he's going to work to get a hand up through this screen and funnel RJ Barrett to his weaker right hand. Now he's on his hip, he's leading Barrett into Gobert, who is going to rotate here, stopping a potential layup and forcing Barrett to make a tough pass in traffic. There's nothing particularly special about that play, but it's the kind of screen work and rim protection that made this third quarter such an enjoyable watch. When they weren't working through screens, they were switching. Here's the switch here, perfectly timed, and now you're funneling the offense into Gobert again. He's so dangerous when he's allowed to roam in the middle like this, meaning he can rotate down here and stop Barrett's drive. Gobert's dominance also allows Minnesota to stay in their defensive shell, meaning these three players don't have to overcommit. So when the ball swings out, the defender is back on the shooter, and they're forcing Julius Randle to make a contested three-point look. Fighting through screens just forces mistakes, it's really that simple. Look how Nickeil Alexander-Walker slips easily through this one, forcing Jalen Brunson to reevaluate. Then when Barrett comes to set this next screen, he knows he has to put a bit more force into it, and he pushes his way into an offensive foul. Again, fighting through screens just forces mistakes. I mean, Alexander Walker was insane in this game. He's getting through everything, and he's forcing New York to beat Gobert at the rim or make contested shots. Look at this pre-screen body work he's doing here. That makes things easier already. And Gobert is reaching out to tag Brunson here, and that just makes life a little bit more easy for Alexander Walker to do the chasing. This is the important one. He can't let Brunson get up to here without any pressure on him, or it's an open three-point look. And when he gets there, he can't let Brunson get to the middle of the floor. He needs to ice this screen and send him into the corner traffic. He cuts off the middle, eventually gets hit by a screen, but now it's Gobert waiting in the middle again. Gobert walls up Brunson, and he has to kick it out, and again Randle ends the possession with another contested three ball. As you can probably see, the score is going up on Minnesota's end throughout all of these plays. They started the quarter up 2 points, and by turning defense into offense, they nailed this transition three, and now they've got a 15-point lead. Again, they're icing this pick and roll. That means they're walling off the middle when the ball screen comes and forcing Brunson to his right, which in this case is also his weak hand. So even when Brunson tries to get back to the middle, Alexander Walker is going to sell out to force him back to the right. And as a cherry on top, he gets under this rescreen and gets a hand up on the ensuing shot. Even in transition, they're defending so well right now. Randle is bulldozing his way down the lane, the Wolfpack swarms, Gobert is lurking at the back for that block, and then the shell spreads back out and gets a contest up to stop the second chance points. It's just really, really good defense. Now it's Troy Brown Jr.'s turn to make a difference on defense. Jaden McDaniels is out injured, so it's next man up off the bench. All he has to do is chase and get through a screen. It seems simple, but it's really important to good defense. Here's the screen, he gets through it, and now Gobert can rotate over to deter any shot without worry of an open runway toward him. Once again, the Knicks are forced to pass it back out, and it's a contested three, bricking off the back iron. Look, I said it's about screen navigation earlier, but it certainly doesn't look as good as it does without Gobert. He's everywhere at the rim, and that was just as important as the screen work. So here it's Julius Randle going ISO in the post. When he makes his move, Gobert is going to rotate over and stifle his shot. And when Randle redirects his shot and turns it into a pass, Gobert is going to land, spin around, and rotate again to stifle another shot. Gobert's done his work for the quarter, he's going to get a rest after this possession, and the Wolves are going to be up big because of him. But without Gobert out there, The rest of the defense has to be extra vigilant on rotations. Troy Brown Jr. does get hit by this nice off-ball screen here, but Edwards is aware of it. He rotates quickly to help his teammate, and it's another contested missed three for New York. Again, it's three things driving Minnesota's defensive excellence: screen navigation, rim protection, and getting contests on threes. You've got to get through this screen. You can make the defense work a little if you do. Then you can funnel them into the help, and then you can protect the rim. Minnesota are giving up offensive rebounds, but when the ball gets kicked out, you have to scramble to reset that defensive shell and get everything in order again. Eventually, when New York do try to break the paint, you have to protect the rim. Minnesota is again giving up way too many offensive rebounds here, but the principles stay the same. Reset the defense, get back in position, and then get a hand up to contest the three-point shot. And that is exactly what the Timberwolves did. They turned their 2-point halftime lead to an 18-point lead at the end of the third, and that was the game right there. As it stands, the Wolves are the best defense in the league and the best team in the West, and they're a joy to break down. Thanks again for watching Hows and Growls. Please subscribe for more.